Hello, everybody. I'm Wade Wheeler from Sierra News Online. I'm here today with Chris Moran from Solar Negotiators, and we're going to discuss a little bit about why solar is so important. How you doing, Chris?
Doing well. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you for being here with us today.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So, Chris, tell us why it is important, particularly in the mountain area and in today's day and age, why a grid-independent solar system is important.
Absolutely. Utility costs recently have gone through the roof. Most people, when they open their power bill, they're realizing just how much keeping the lights on is costing them. People in the mountain community especially are susceptible to the power shutoffs. So for fire protection, flooding, or other storm issues, the power gets shut off quite often. They can go days or even weeks without power. Solar, like we have behind us, this is a pretty standard solar system. High efficiency panels, provides renewable clean energy on a daily basis, and these panels will last for several decades. So being able to produce your own power, having it be connected to the grid, allows you to save on the utility bill. In the mountains, we like to look at additional items like generators and batteries. This provides a certain level of backup power so that in case the grid does go down, they never lose access to the essentials like the ability to run their water or their refrigerator.
So like last winter, when we had such a great winter with all the snow and stuff, and we were out without power, correct? I mean, how would this benefit those folks?
This house specifically, which happens to be my home, we were very fortunate as we had batteries hooked up to the home. So the solar panels were generating power. Our power was out for 12 straight days. So the batteries in the garage were able to take that renewable power and keep all of the entire property's loads going on. We actually had some snow that then covered the panels, and that's where our backup generator kicked in, and everything's tied together. So it's really a truly unique system, being able to have total grid independence, the ability to go over and turn off the electrical grid completely, and everything stays the same.
That's awesome.
It's powerful, quite literally. Here we have a Generac Guardian Series 24 kW whole home backup generator. Now in the past, oftentimes people would opt just to purchase one of these, hook it up to their propane tank, and whenever the grid goes down, they can run their house. The downside of that is that you're burning a lot of power, and if you happen to go without power for weeks or even months, that propane tank will empty pretty quickly. That's why we like to pair these generators with the smart batteries and the solar system all together, so that you can run on renewable power from the solar panels, and that charges the batteries, and the generator simply acts as a backup to the backup. You burn a lot less gas, but you know you always have that fully redundant whole home backup system. This generator is fully integrated into the battery smart switch, so our smart switch knows exactly when to turn this generator on, and with your portal access, you can actually control when this generator turns on if the grid is down. And it doesn't just back up the house, it actually helps charge the batteries as well. Okay, so here we have the standard portal for your solar production, as well as the integrated batteries and generators. We can actually flip through here and see individual panels and their production, which is a really nice feature. Many customers like to be able to see what individual panels are producing. This panel right here is actually undergoing a current microinverter swap. So that's out a couple days, demonstrates just how accurate this system is. One of my favorite elements is this live status button. What this is doing is it's actually connecting to the system with a live feed. We can see that the system is currently producing 10 kilowatt hours. It's charging the battery because this system is currently set in savings mode. So what that does is it actually draws from the rate schedules for the utility to maximize the battery's use such that the customer can save the most amount of money by avoiding peak usage time and pulling power from the grid in off-peak time. Now I can change this setting to full backup. What full backup would do would be to make sure the batteries always have 100% of their storage capacity in case of an unexpected grid outage. This generator icon here is from the generator that we showed in our presentation. Whenever the grid goes off, this generator will kick on and it will help to power the loads and charge the battery as needed. So you've got everything within the system all in one place. And at this moment, we're seeing that we're importing from the grid because the system is determined that it's best to send the solar power production to the batteries and charge them up. This is the level of control that a customer will have with their system if they have all of these items integrated. And just to show you, If we go into the settings section, I can actually go in and turn off the grid, meaning I can disconnect from the utility completely within this portal. I can also go in and set up my generator and control its function while the grid is on or off. I can also go in and I can change my battery settings. I can change this to self-consumption, which would tell the system to always pull power from the batteries whenever it's available and I'm consuming power. Change it to full backup. And then they have what's called Storm Guard, which is anytime there's an anticipated weather event or a planned outage from the utility, it will default to full backup and start charging that battery even from the grid. This is the sophistication of these new systems, and we highly encourage anyone who's interested to give us a call, and we'd be happy to quote you to add these systems to your home. This is a unit that any person up in the mountains really should look to have, and if they want to go for the entire suite of backup power, solar, batteries, and a generator is the best way to go.